Hi folks, welcome to this week's episode of This Week in Ferrum Baseball. I'm your host Gary Holden. With me is head coach Ryan Brittle. Ryan, welcome back to the show.
Good morning, Gary.
Guys had another great week last week.
We did.
Swept 3 from Averett, won the conference championship outright. Talk a little bit about how the emotions went throughout the whole weekend from taking one game Friday, one game Saturday, and one game Sunday.
It was, I was really kind of a little bit surprised with our team because they were very, very businesslike, very workmanlike over the weekend, and essentially went about their business as they always have, which is a great thing, and it ended up playing pretty good. We got some big hits as always needs to happen, and my son's going to make a guest appearance on the show this morning.
Come on up here.
Come here, Bubba.
Come on up here, Raylan. Come here, buddy. What you got there? You found somebody's old gum? Raylan, you want to say hi to the cameras?
Can you say hi to everybody? You want to go back over and use your iPad?
That's all you get, folks, from Raylan.
That's right. Well, his 15 seconds of fame.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys were very workmanlike and went about their business. Ended up doing a great job on the mound again. Gave up 3 runs over the weekend, I think, and won a conference championship, which is great. I've been a part of a few conference championships in my coaching career, but never won one at home. And to win one at home and to rush the field and to have all the parents and the fans and the family here was a great thing.
It was pretty exciting watching that last out and then the players just sprinting out of the dugout, all kind of congregated right at second base and everything. It was just such an exciting moment to catch that. I had caught it on my phone and everything. So
that was awesome.
It was pretty neat, and it was neat to see. We were able to do the photos and everything. It was a really cool experience for everyone. So, well, Rylan's making another appearance here.
Bubba.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit. Ferrum's 10th overall USA South title. When you came into this program, it had to be a challenge for you, knowing, oh my God, I've got this great program. Abe Naff led this school to 9 conference championships, 10 NCAA playoff berths, and everything. It had to be a little pressure. It's got to feel real nice to knock out that second conference championship for you in 3 years.
It's extremely exciting for us, and there is pressure here. I think I mentioned on the show before, I had my end of the year meeting with Coach Naff last year, and we went 20-15, which is just an average year for this program. And I sat down with Coach Naff, and he asked me how it went, and I said, I think it just went okay. We kind of underachieved, and he said, yeah. He said 20-15 is not good enough here at Ferrum. So to come back this year and for the guys to have bonded together like they have and competed the way that they have, and to win a regular season championship has been a great thing, and our guys are still focused and
Sure.
know that they have lots of work to do and are eager and hungry for a conference tournament championship and a berth into the regionals. So
You talk about being hungry and taking care of business and everything. Kind of happened last night. You guys just come off winning a conference championship. You got to go on the road and play a Wednesday game. You go to Eastern Mennonite, take care of business there, 12-3 win, very business-like, professional and everything.
yeah, it was kind of a ho-hum game yesterday. There wasn't a whole lot of excitement during the game, but we went out and scored a few runs early, and our pitching staff took care of business the rest of the way. And it was great to get out and compete and to be able to get some at-bats in before the conference tournament.
Sure. Well, they played well and everything, and I noticed you got some guys in the lineup that had not been in the lineup yet and everything, so it had to be exciting for those guys to make a contribution.
Yeah, we had Logan Alger and Johnny Smith in the lineup last night, and got them some game experience in case we need to catch one of them during the conference tournament, so won't be the first time they'll be on the field.
And I think I saw where Braxton Wheeler made an appearance, made his first pitching
He
appearance
did. Braxton came in and pitched the 9th for us and did a good job. He's been pitching on the JV team the most of the year and has really progressed, and we felt like that maybe we could use him during the conference tournament. You never have enough pitching when you
Sure.
get into one of those tournament situations, so we got him on the mound and got him some experience. And
Well, let's segment right into the conference tournament and everything. This is it's a pitcher's dream. If you have a good pitching staff and everything, it's a great situation. You guys have got to go in there, and there's a potential. We just talked about it before the show came on. There's potential for 6, 7, 8 games you could play down there.
Yeah.
It's got to be pretty crazy. It's an 18 tournament. Ferrum is the #1 seed. We play at at 10 a.m. on Thursday. And then if you win, you come back and you play 10 a.m. Even if you lose, you go back and play 10 a.m. Talk a little bit about how, first of all, you don't normally play 10 a.m. That's got be a little bit of a drawback right there. You're the number one seed, and your reward is you get to play at 10 o'clock in the morning.
I'm a morning guy, Gary, and you're probably a morning guy
Sure.
too, but I'm not so sure how much of a morning guy our team is. But you know what? It's just part of it, and you just go out and you perform the best of your abilities. Our guys are eager and willing and able, and they've really overcome a lot throughout the entire season, and we're ready to overcome that challenge as well. The biggest challenge that we'll have on Friday or Thursday morning is going to be the team on the other side of the field, Averett.
Sure.
It's a solid club with good pitching, and it'll be a tough challenge. This tournament's going to be tough. I looked at the conference standings last night, and I think there's like six or seven teams in our conference that have 20 wins.
Sure.
And there's the other 2 or 3 that are up there in the conference have either 18 or 19 wins. So it's a tough conference. It's a really tough conference.
And then getting through this tournament, I've seen teams go in there that just struggle and come out and they just get hot and everything. I've seen teams that go into the conference tournament, the hot team, and stay hot and get through it, and that's what we're hoping for here, obviously. And but it's a great tournament and everything. Now they're playing it down in Wilson, North Carolina this year. It's the last year that it'll be hosted by North Carolina Wesleyan. I think next year it goes down to Georgia somewhere, LaGrange College. So obviously we want to kind of take care of business, our last chance being over there and everything. So folks, if you're interested in following the tournament, you can follow along on FerrumPanthers.com. You can also follow along on USASouth.net. Both websites will be updated with the tournament. The USA South will probably be updated a little bit more often. I'll be working at the tennis tournament, so I'll be trying to update our website from there. I would definitely suggest going to USASouth.net to keep track of the baseball tournament and everything. So, well, Ryan, we're real excited about seeing what's going to happen. I know some more honors are coming in. We had a couple honors this week, Jake Perkins and Lucas Stevers. Again, back-to-back weeks, they earned Pitcher of the Week for Perkins and Rookie of the Week for Stevers. Stevers is just playing about as hot as anybody can play. I just noticed his batting average continues to go up, and typically that's difficult as you get into the season. 72 at-bats, 36 base hits. He's batting .500 for you, couple home runs. Got to be pretty pleased with where that kid came from.
The dude can just flat out hit.
Yeah.
He's like a professional hitter or something. He's done a great job. He's actually started to play first base now for us on a regular basis and solidified his spot in the lineup. Of course, he can't do it without guys hitting around him.
Sure.
You know, it's a little bit easier when you got Anderson Ramos and Lane Deaver hitting behind you, but he can hit. He's got great hand-eye coordination. He makes lots of contact, and right now they're finding holes. And I think he got 4 or 5 hits yesterday against Eastern Mennonite, hit a home run, and just had a really, really solid season.
Yeah, real excited about seeing what's going to happen there. Now, more honors are coming in as well. The USA South is going to announce its all-conference team today or tomorrow. I'm sure you anticipate we have a lot of representation on that.
You know, we will. I'm sure we'll have some representation on it, but you know, for the most part, other than Stevers, we don't have one single guy that's having like a fantastic year. We got guys that are having good years, but so it's really kind of interesting because offensively wise, we're 1 through 9. Different guy gets a big hit every game, and which is a great thing to have. We don't have to rely on one guy to do it all by himself. So on the pitching side of things, our pitching staff's been really good, and we have a lot of guys with really good numbers down there. So we'll see what happens. The individual awards, you know, my wife gets mad at me sometimes because I don't like to celebrate birthdays, and not that I don't like to, but I don't want to make it a big deal. And the individual awards are not a big deal to me. I'm glad that people are getting recognized, but the individual awards are secondary to what happens with our team, to winning championships and competing well on the field and those kinds of things. And I don't want to downplay it too much, but I'm more worried about that conference tournament, making it to the regionals, and and trying to get to the World Series this year than the conference awards.
Sure. Well, individual awards are great for the players and everything, but we know the importance where things are really truly important.
Absolutely.
And you guys have taken care of business in the regular season. Now it's time to go and see what we can do with the tournament and everything. So, well, Ryan, thank you so much for coming on the air. We'll come back here next week with a wrap up of the tournament and get ready to talk about what you've got a couple more games, I think, following the tournament.
We do. We have 4 after the tournament. I appreciate you putting up with Rylan this morning. He's been around here beating around, hitting ping pong balls and having a good time this morning. So
yeah, he seems like he's having a great time. Well, folks, thank you once again for being with us here on This Week in Ferrum Baseball. That's a wrap. We'll be back next week with a wrap-up of the USA South Tournament. Until then, follow along on ferrumpanthers.com or usasouth.net. Thanks so much for being with me. For Coach Brittle, I'm Gary Holden. Thanks and have a great weekend.